Welcome back to our series on the Holy Bible. As we always mention in the beginning of each release, we are curators, high-end librarians, and we are very excited about the release of the archives of our very special collector. The Holy Bible is one of the oldest archives that we have. And so we've been trying our best to read it out to you and let you be able to see it on your screen if you, of course, want to read it yourself. So we left off at chapter 25. Was excited to get back, but I had some other things to do. We left off with, I believe, Rebecca and Isaac. And Rebecca was barren, and she was blessed by God to be fertile. And she had twins, Esau and Jacob. And they were, from what I was reading, they were of two nations that were opposing within her. And that was why she was having, I guess, a difficulty in her pregnancy. So as they grew older, it seems that Jacob, in a blackmail position, took Esau's birthrights. So I was excited to see what was going to be happening to Jacob. So now we'll move on here to chapter 26. And there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee, unto thee, unto thy seed. I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham, thy father, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice, kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife. Lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abilmelech, king of the Philistines, looked out a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife, and how dost thou, she is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is thou hast done unto us? When the people might lightly have laid with her, and thou shalt have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He said, Touch this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. And Isaac sowed in the land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very rich. We possessed of flocks and possessions of herds, and great stores of servants, and the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servants had dug it in the days of Abraham, his father, the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which had digged in the days of Abraham, his father. For the Philistines had stopped them all after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley, and found there a well of spring water. And the herdsmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdsmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, and strove for that also. And he called that name of that Sitton. And he removed from thence and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beer-Sheba. And the Lord appeared unto him the same night and said, I am the God of Abraham, thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee and will bless thee, multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he built an altar thence and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servants digged a well. Then the Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzah, one of his friends, said, Call the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing you hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee. And we said, Let there be no an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us thee, and let us make a covenant with thee that thou wilt do us no harm, as we have not touched thee, and we have done unto the nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up bedtime in the morning, and swore one to another, and Isaac sent them away, and they departed from him in peace. And it came to pass the same day that Isaac's servants came and told him concerning the well which had digged, and said unto him, We have found water. And he called it Sheba, and therefore the name of the city is Beer-Sheba until this day. And Esau was 40 years old when he took to his wife Judith, the daughter of Beri the Hittite, and Basmath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Isaac, to Rebekah.